Well, hello, everybody. It is Erin Reed from Erin Reed Makes, and today I'm going to take you through some fun new goodies I've got in from Bloom Daily Planners and Tombow. So this is an amazing combination of products because it's all about planning. Now, a lot of you guys are probably curious about like what can you do for planning right now when we're all kind of stuck at home. Well, there's still things that you're doing. Like, for instance, for me, there's a lot of stuff we're still doing with the kids in terms of our schedules and who gets what computer when, and, kind of like how we're planning out our day. We're still planning on doing lunches, which we're going to get to that in a minute. So let me take you through and show you. Sorry about that. Joy of lives, right? All right, so one of the first planners I grabbed from Bloom, this is just a January monthly, sorry, not sorry, this is a yearly, haha, I cannot say the words. And if you hear background noise, the kids are home. As I'm sure if you have children, you're in the same boat. So I love this planner. I just think it's so pretty. I just love the look of this. It's just these are personally some of my favorite colors, these cool tones. This is a 2020 dated planner. And there goes the dog. If you guys can hear all the background noise, I'm so sorry. So it has got, dates. I did not get this until I got into March, and then I'd already actually was using another undated planner, and then I got this one, and I was like, nope, I'm going to switch because, truthfully, I kind of like I go between the two in terms of dated and undated. I like the dated ones because it definitely saves me time and I can see all and I don't have to fill it in, but then I don't always get dated planners. And so it's always nice to have undated ones that I can jump in and use in the middle. So this is kind of like, I use my planner as like a scheduling thing. And so I just love this planner because it's got, weekly proportion, weekly stuff. So I can see I haven't really filled in too much for this because I've just been focusing. This is more my work planner. And, I type in, for instance, I actually switched these two because I had my vinyl unboxing on Friday and today I'm doing this. But there's some other things going on, when I have other videos going on, just that kind of stuff. And I just kind of use my pen for this, just a regular old pen, when I have other videos that are going to be happening, stuff like that. And so it's just an easy planner. It's a nice spiral planner, really nice and compact, and it's got pockets on either side. It's got some notes and journals, and it's got some space to do some things in it. So definitely what I would call a functional kind of planner in a matter of things. So can you still plan stuff? Yes, this definitely. Okay, then I picked up this big guy. This one's fun. All right, and so again, a lot of you guys if you're really big into planners, and everybody plans differently. I am not one of those ones that's going to sit there and go through and do inspirational notes and stuff. I definitely like putting stickers in my planners when I get around to that and I think about that. But this one I thought was kind of cool. So this one has a monthly planning, and this is an undated, meaning I can go in and when this little guy is done, I can jump in and I can use this because I can fill in my dates. This has got a much bigger space. And I'm completely off camera. This has got a much bigger space that you can use. And heads up, there are links down below where you can get your own planners, and we'll get to the pens in a minute. And it is a 20% off link. So if you click on the link, if you purchase anything, 20% off will come off automatically. Really low shipping rates too. So as you can see, it's already got it going all the way from January, and it goes all the way until December. And then here's a weekly planning, and this one's kind of cool. It has like how much water you're drinking. Truthfully, I have a hard time keeping up with that right now. To-dos, healthy habits. So it's got some good stuff. It's got a whole bunch of weekly planner scenarios. This one also has a massive set of notes. And right now I'm actually going between, and I can kind of show you guys. I have like I'm flipping between this really old book that I've had for ages, and I'm writing down stuff like, these are things that I've got to work on for companies. And as I have meetings online or as I'm having, just what's going on, and I've ripped out pages as I was done. I'm like, yep, I'm done with that. I'm ripping it out. Well, this would keep both my things in one place. I also, and I'm very tempted to get rid of my little blue book now because I have this, is I could go in and I could do my notes that I need to have, just write them in on that day, which I don't know why I have never thought to do that, but I can definitely do that. And then everything's in one book, much easier to find. Other cool things, so lots of pages for writing notes. It also has an open sketch. Look at this. This is cool. It has an open sketch. So for those that like to doodle, those that like to just sketch out things, have an open space to work on stuff, to design, to do whatever you want. This planner has some beautifully nice open pages. Then we have a dot grid, which is even more fun in a lot of ways because it gives you kind of, doesn't have a huge amount of dot grids. I kind of wish there was more of these, but it's still cool. So, you know, it calls a bullet journal. So this is bullet pages right here. And then we have some coloring pages. I think this one is so much fun. So just look at the cool coloring pages. This one sold it for me. Most of their planners have probably got the other things, but I've never seen a planner that actually has embedded coloring pages, which I think is a blast. I think it's so much fun. So for right now, as I'm sitting there and I'm planning out my week and I'm getting my schedule organized, I can flip to the back and I can take this up to my bedroom and I can do some coloring. So it's just kind of cool and it's fun. So with that in mind, we're going to flip over and we're going to take a look at some of the pens and we're going to play around with the coloring pages that are on here. And so Tombow and Bloom have teamed up for a Instagram event. And so check out my Instagram channel, check out my stories, check out my Instagram because I'm going to have some amazing pictures. And it's a chance to win some of your own products through Bloom and through Tombow. So check out their Instagram channels. I will have the links. I forgot to put them up before I started, but the links for all the products we're playing with are on there. But I will have the links to their Instagram channels. So you guys can go over and check out all the fun stuff that's going on this week. It's upcoming week through the 6th. Actually, no, it starts on the 6th and it ends on the 13th, I believe, or the 10th. I'll put the dates on there so that way you guys can win your own stuff through Tombow and Bloom. So let's talk about these brushes. Pretty cool stuff. All right, so Tombow I love their brushes. I have used their brushes numerous times in the past. These are their dual brush pens, and this is their bright color palette. They have lots of different color palettes that are out there. And I'll explain why they're a dual brush pen. They're very cool. So fine tip, brush and fine tip in one pen. They are water-based. So just keep that in mind. This is a blendable water-based pen, which is very cool because it has a whole different kind of range of what you can do with them. Sorry, the kids are having fun with the dog. They're trying to have a little snack on the couch, and the dog's like, oh, food. I want food. Give me food. Okay, so like I said, there's lots of other color choices, but just look at these fun, bright tones. And so on one side, we have a brush. Oh, there goes the dog. So it's a nice big brush, so you can come in and you can do your brush work. And so you can have fun with that. And really cool coloring techniques you can do with a brush. You can even do your own lettering. I have a hard time with my lettering. But on the other side, you have a nib pen. So it's truly a coloring pen, if you want to think of it that way. So you can come in and you can color and you can do your own thing. It's funny how I picked orange. Usually that's not my go-to color. I think it's just on the end. I normally would pick a green or a blue. So here we have our brush pens, and then you also have a blending brush. So this actually allows you to come in and you can kind of blend the colors a little bit. You could add the colors. There's a whole bunch of really cool videos out there. So it's kind of like a blending brush that you would think in terms of an alcohol-based pen, but you can also use a water pen and blend these colors and treat them even like so cool. It's just lots of fun. All right, so that's what all these pens are. These are really nice, beautiful, big brush pens. Then we also have the dual tip markers. This is a rainbow pack. I personally have only ever previously had pens that were, I only had like 2 of these. I think I got a blue one given to me at one point as a freebie at a conference. So yeah, I'm pulling these out for the first time. I was really excited to get these in the mailbox. Been sitting on them for a little while. So just look at all the fun colors between them. Now, I'm curious. So this is a twin tone. So on one side, you have a nice short, so you can write with them. And on the other side, it's a little bit bigger. So this is where you can do some coloring. Then you can also do some writing. You can write with these big guys, but they're kind of meant more for a brush marker. So there's all kinds of cool art stuff you can do with brush or calligraphy. This is meant for just like almost pure coloring. So let's go down here. Or you can do accent stuff with this as well. So I'm just going to color in the B, and the color is the same. So you can use these interchangeably because these colors are going to match. At least these two particular oranges. Those look pretty darn identical to me. Because does it say a color on here? No, it doesn't say a color on here. I thought maybe it would have like a color number or something. Well, this one does. This one says 933. This one doesn't have a number on here. I'm trying to see. It looks pretty cool. But again, these are water-based, and so the same rule would apply that if you apply water to them, they're going to have kind of that cool texture. And again, they are the one that I actually had I already have this exact color. So you got a fine tip, and let me show you with the fine tip. Well, let me do it with the orange because I'm going to fill this in. So you could come in, and instead of coloring it all in, you could come in and you could do cool design your letters. See, so it really is a nice fine tip that you're getting. I don't even know if you guys can see that. Let me see if I can pull this up a little bit higher so you can see. So I don't know if you guys can see there. Right there, right there. So it just, I'm going to fold that over. The last one, and I haven't even opened up this one yet. These ones are the mono drawing pens. So I'm trying to see you guys out. I think I've had one of these in the past. Trying to remember if I've actually had the black version. They look very similar to some, like any other black pen, but these ones, and they have numbers on them, not similar to anything. I'm sorry. Water-based pigment ink marker. There's a 1, a 2, 3, or sorry, a 1, 3, and a 5. And that has to do with the pen nub size. So look how small that little nub is, right? Itty bitty. Let me hold them out for you. And then we have a 3. So it's a little bit bigger of a nub. And then you have a 5, even bigger. So this allows you to do lots of really cool stuff. So I'm going to come in. I'm going to close these up. And oh, I got to make sure I put the right numbers on here because they do have the numbers on the cap. So if you store these in a jar or something, so if you had them, you could see them at a glance what size they are if you were going to do something like that. So you can come in and you can do really cool detail work inside your lettering and have fun with that. Now I'm making... I went Tiger. Who are you? You are watching that Netflix Tiger King thing right now. Oh my goodness. I was going to make these all little spots. It really is kind of like a train wreck thing. So, oh my goodness. That's kind of fun. So you can just color it in, but then you can have fun by adding some texture to it. Well, hello, Candy. How are you doing? So I'm kind of liking that vibe of the dots. So you can play around with adding your colors in. I'm just going pretty haphazard on that one. And I'm going to change this up, but I'm actually going to color this all the way in because I like the look of the dots on here. So I might play around with this page and have some fun today and color this in and do some fun texturing on here and just kind of playing around with it. It's cool. It's fun. So, what can you be doing right now during your downtime? You can sit in front of your TV or you can be at your computer, and this is something where you can have music playing in the background. This is like a personal thing for you right now. Get out this, like plan your day, get your day organized, but then kind of have fun and flip back to like the end of this planner and do some coloring, which I think is just fun. It's just a little nice and relaxing. So having a nice set of markers to work with, it really does make a difference. And just look how pretty these are. I don't know, just it looks so bright and cheerful. Aren't they fun? They're just cool. Just got some of the Tombow markers. That's awesome. I know Tombow markers are so much fun. I've played with them for years. The brush pens, I mean, truly they both have, you can do, if you use the smaller nib and larger nib, it kind of has the same purpose, but then this has a nice fine tip that you can do work in lots of fun colors. And this has the brush, which I think is super fun. Now, I picked these up before we all got kind of stuck at home. This is kind of a fun thing. This is from Bloom Planners, and they don't just do planners. They also do some other fun stuff as well. They do some note cards, and they do some other things. And this was a set that I picked up, and they're called Lunchbox Notes. Originally, the intent is if your kids are going off to school and you're helping pack their lunches, you would have this little note, you're kind, you're smart, you are amazing. On the back, you would write a little something, and then you would pop it in their lunchbox. So when they got to school, it would be a cute little thing. I mean, just look how cute these are, right? Hey, I believe in you, be the light. Do not worry, be happy. Hey, little fighter, things will get brighter. You've got this, be a leader. Now, my kids are obviously not going to school right now. We're all stuck at home, but we still have a lunchtime that we are trying to keep, and kind of, at least during our school days, which is Monday through Friday, we're trying to keep a semblance. So what's to say that I can't fill one of these little guys out, and while they're sitting working at their computer, this doesn't have to necessarily be something that has to be on in their lunchbox, but why can't I just pass them a card, fill it out? Because of all the times right now, how much are our kids kind of being affected? We think about ourselves, and I definitely do think about my kids and what they're going through. They're not able to be with their friends. They have, we're trying to do Zoom meetings with some of our groups. Like my son's doing Zoom meetings with his stand tall kiddo. You're number one. Just keep swimming. Like with his scouts. My daughter's doing one with her scouts. My other son's got some Zoom meetings set up where they're doing a class and they're just getting together and having a chit chat between them. Because truthfully, our getting out and seeing our neighbors is on a walk. If they're happening to walk by, you wave at them, or if they're on their bike, you're kind of they're staying away from each other, but they're both on their bikes. That kind of a thing in our circle. So, how nice would it be to give your kids a little something? It's a cute little picture. It's a little personal something that you can pass to them, and it's a reading thing. They have to, so my 7-year-old, she has to read these. It's kind of cute. They could also, so here it is, nothing will ever stop you because, and then you're filling it in. This could also be something that they could fill out. So it's kind of a personal thing. They could also fill it out and drop it off in front of their neighbors, like a friend's house. So that's kind of a nice little something that you could do. They're cute. You're so bright. You've got this. Like I said, they're just adorable. You can do it. You're just perfect. I don't know. So we all need a little kind of a bump up, a little inspiration. They're super adorable. They're laminated on one side, but this side's a matte. Like this one, you could actually do some doodling on, and you could do some coloring. Believe there's good in the world. So look at these. I mean, they're so inspirational that right now we need that, right? Now, I do want to pull out that previously I had gotten these little notes because I just thought these were so cute. This also came from Bloom. This is a pack I got a while ago, and I've used a few of them, but I haven't gone super crazy. It's the same concept. These ones are nice little square ones you can write on the back. These ones are a little different. They're taller ones. And this one is the love notes. So the perfect mix of sweet and silly and heartfelt notes of appreciation for the ones you love the most. So in the same vein, these are not necessarily kid related, but they could be. So there's some ones in here. You make my heart skip a beat. Why can't you give these to one of you could also do these for the kids. Thanks for loving me even when I'm hangry. You give me all the feels. These are more lovely ones. You're hot and literally everyone loves you. You're my everything with my everything bagel. Love you a little s'more every day. So this is another set I got a long time ago. This one. I hope your day is as nice as your butt. I wouldn't give that to my neighbor, but I would give that to my husband. Wouldn't give that to my kids. So these are some fun ones that are for couples. Even if maybe, heaven forbid, that one couple or one person of a couple is not able to be with the other person due to the fact that they might be quarantined, but like in the basement or in a bedroom because they got sick. These are fun little somethings that you could pass along to them. It just, means something. So they're just kind of cute. And look at the huge variety of them. I just thought these were adorable. So these are also through Bloom. So here's one. I'll stop the world and melt with you. So I just thought these were so cute. And so, hey, good looking. Llama, love you forever. I don't know. Just reading them, it just makes me smile. And again, it's kind of glossy. It's got a gloss on the front, and then you can write stuff on the back. So they all have an open backing where you can kind of add your own little personal love notes. You could even fill one of these out or a couple of these out, and you could pop them in the mail because they're so small, both sets, so small and lightweight that they definitely could be in a regular postage. If you've got stamps right now, that's an easy thing you can pop into the mail, and that's still functioning right now. So we're all good to go on that. So cute little lunchbox ones. These are still like made for kids, but again, they don't have to be functioning for lunchbox. I think we all need to be uplifted and just be a little bit more, positive and just think and put a smile on our face and stop watching the news so much. I mean, we need to keep an ear on what's happening, but don't sit there and stare at it 24/7. I stopped doing that, and I definitely feel a lot better. I don't feel so gloom and doom. When I was watching it to begin with, when we were stuck at home, I was watching, like my face was glued to all the different news channels that were out there, and I just felt rotten. And so I made the executive decision, step back, do more stuff with the kids, just, focus on other things, do make our family and me happy? What can we do? Spending more time in the garden, doing more crafting stuff, and just kind of being happy. And it really has made a difference. I don't feel so angry anymore, and I don't feel so, you know. And so if it's a little thing that's just getting a cute little note, or even just writing a note, or sitting and coloring, or even as silly as, okay, what am I planning for today? And it could be, you know, going back to my planner and looking at it. What is my planner for today? You know, like, what am I doing? So today, well, technically I flipped these 2 days, even though in my head I knew I was doing it. So I'm doing the unboxing video for Tombow and for Bloom, you know. So just coming through, and it could be as simple as, I'm going to have a shower tower. I'm going to give myself a bubble bath tonight. You know, that could go in your planner for things to do for the day. Or that I'm going to try a new recipe. So we actually have a really cool thing. From our school. Our school district is giving sack lunches out to every kid in our district. And so we never know what we're going to get. Cool. It's kind of like this. It's become like an event for us. We get to go up. They're all masked. It's the people that are in the school district, so they still have their jobs that are going through. Cafeteria workers, and they're helping prepare all the lunches. It's giving kids that don't have the ability to get lunches, and right now we're having a hard time here getting some food, so it's giving us a chance to actually get food for our house. So kids are all excited in the background. Hey, Carrie. There's excitement happening in my kitchen with the dog right now, let me tell you. I'm not sure what's going on. They're all hyper. And so every day we go up, and there's a time frame, and when you go pick up, you pick up for lunch, but you also get breakfast, and it's kind of like this randomness of what you're going to get. And we've gotten hot dogs and corn dogs, chicken sandwiches. There's always some sort of fruit. We're able to get milk, which is fantastic. So the kids are getting milk because we had a hard time finding milk. We're also getting some snack stuff, and there's usually some sort of, we've gotten beans, and we recently got these little containers that had chickpeas in them. Well, I normally don't buy chickpeas. That's just one of those things. And so, or garbanzo beans, as they're also called. And, you know, I have a huge garden in my backyard, and I was looking at going, okay, what can I do with all these chickpeas? And so I started looking up recipes. I'm getting a little more creative. I'm going, if you blend up chickpeas and you add like lemon juice and some other stuff, which I have all those things, you can make falafels. And I even have fresh parsley growing in my backyard. So that's pretty awesome. So we're going to try that tonight. We're going to try and make some falafels just for something different, because we had them. And you know what? If it didn't work out, it doesn't work out. Nobody likes them. But I've had falafels in the past. I kind of like them. So I can write that in my planner. What new recipe am I trying tonight with something that I normally would never use? Or, you know, pull something out of my pantry and being like, okay, it's been sitting in my pantry for way too long. We're going to use this tonight, you know, because we're getting desperate on what we can have. So we're getting a little bit more ambitious. So thank you guys so much. I think my kids need some attention because they're starting to get kind of crazy out there. I can hear them having way too much fun. I don't know if that's fun noise I'm hearing anymore, but I got to go check on them and see what they're up to. Thank you again so much. Don't forget to check out Bloom and Tombow collaboration that is coming up this whole upcoming week. There'll be all different kinds of pictures and stories and stuff on Instagram. So check out the Instagram. My Instagram is erinreedmakes. I'd love you to follow me over there. So pop on over. I will leave the Instagram links for Bloom and Tombow at the end of this video. I will add them. And if you order anything through Bloom right now, it is, if you use the link I gave you, it's 20% off your entire purchase. And also they have super free low shipping and free shipping on orders over $30, which is not too bad. And I have links for all of the Tombow pens as well. Okay, now they're screaming, having in the background. I really got to go. Thanks so much. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys on later. Bye, everybody.